Okay, welcome, welcome back. Hopefully you saw my first video with Stitch. Now I've got a slightly different video today, totally free to play team which uses Anna and Sven instead of Stitch and Baymax. So full credit goes to America and whoever else put together this team. I think Mertiga perfected it, so this was my first time using it, and it's kind of similar sort of strategy to the Stitch team, except you're going to really sort of boost up Sven, stack him with his crit chance, what are they called, the crit things anyway. So I spent most of the time just passing Sven the ticket here, and yeah, sort of that was unfortunate. But if you get enough evades up on hero, you're eventually able to avoid the purges. So that's what I tried to do. This is kind of a sloppy run. Yes, so I have to start this all again. But yeah, you effectively, in a similar way, you stack defense down with Stitch. You're just stacking the crit hits with Sven. I wasn't really sure what to shadow here because I didn't want to shadow Sven because it was too early. So I ended up shadowing Cauldron, which is kind of risky when you've got an eel which can charm. So I sort of played the game a little bit here, really. Yeah, so all I'm doing here is stacking Sven, and effectively he'll kind of just every now and then do some damage, do some sort of assisting damage. I get to a point where I have a lot of stacks on Sven. I get quite unlucky. I think I lose Anna very early on, not even to an insta kill, and I just couldn't be bothered to restart. So I was trying to cleanse her here, which was probably just going to speed up her demise. And I think to kind of save myself a little bit, because I realised Honey Lemon is quite useful here for those the slows on the basic. I think I ended up cloning her after I've already cloned the pot. The reason I cloned the pot here was just to kind of keep giving myself abilities. I wanted to use Bubble Stare Down as much as I could, so I could build up Sven. It's a really, really long video, so I'm going to cut the audio and sort of skip ahead, really. This beginning bit is just kind of explain the setup. But so hero, you want to be passing either to Sven or Bubbles, so Bubbles can pass tickets and do his stare down. Honey Lemon, you're just going to use a basic. I think I might have once or twice used a purge, but you really just want to use that basic. Yeah, just purge there. I'm not quite sure what to do with the shadow here, but I know that the instacle's coming up and I wanted to keep being able to slow, so I'm fairly certain I just shadowed Honey Lemon here. There's probably a better way to do this, but I figured that it's too early to really shadow Sven. Maybe not, I don't know. This was a sort of a learning curve type of run, really. So yeah, there goes Honey Lemon. If I had managed to get Anna to take the insta kill initially, I think this would have actually even gone a bit smoother. because I would have had more time to build up those crits. Either way, it goes pretty well, as you'll eventually see. It doesn't look that great at this point because I've not done heaps of damage, and Sven's still got kind of low stacks, so it takes some time. And honestly, towards the end, it'll just be Sven by himself, and I will just keep shadowing him, and he kind of calls himself to assist, so Float Sam goes down very quickly, and it gets to a point where I just have copies of Sven without any crits, so it literally takes forever. I'm gonna try speed up that bit. So in terms of placement, so I went with Anna in the middle, I went with Honey Lemon on the right, and Bubbles at the front left this time rather than back right. Sorry, this is in terms of how it's set up at the minute. Me just looking at the screen, I mean. I think I wanted to keep Hero alive. Just to be able to scan Sven and speed him up. Possibly made a mistake with the setup, but I definitely think Anna should start in the middle. You want her to be the first to go. And then Honey Lemon, she normally goes sort of next, really, because you can slow with Bubbles, and if they insta kill the middle, they have that tendency to go to the left next. So that's why I've set it up this way. So yep, Sven is getting some good stacks now, and eventually it's just going to come down to, I believe, Hero and Sven. But it's a long video, so I'm gonna pause there and come back in a bit. Okay, I'm back. So it's at this point I start cloning Sven. You can see I'm down to just Hero, my shadow of Honey Lemon, and then Sven, and this is basically where I get all my damage. You can see that Float Sam is still got at least half health. We've taken a chunk out, but there's still like a lot of work to do. But I feel like at this point, 30 plus crit stacks, this is where you can start kind of using his basic, and I started just trying to actually just get some damage in. So yeah, you'll see, I don't know why I did that, but you'll see that there's that many evades on Sven at this point that they can't purge. This is the reason why I kept Hero alive rather than, and why I positioned him in sort of the back, our back right, sort of facing the screen. But because in the terms of the kill order, they will always do the front middle first, then the sort of the front right as we're facing, and then front left. So this is really just, at this point, I'm trying to stack as many evades as I can, and genuinely just start going to hit the eels. It goes pretty well. It gets to a point where they've got so much shield on them that like it's really difficult for jet sam and float sam to do any damage on them at all. So yeah, I was hoping for the double assists here really. It's going to be a while until I get another shadow. But yeah, okay, so Hero's gone at this point. I always find that position where Sven is the one that's left until last, which is why you absolutely must have him here, because it's basically the Sven show now. Yeah, I've got another shadow, and yeah, it's kind of fun. You just call in Sven to assist with lots of stacks, and I was always trying to stack the one, to shadow the one with the most stacks, of course. And the poison here is actually kind of a good thing, because the more that well, that was unfortunate, but the more poison that they get on me, the more sort of damage they do, and then it just enables me to shadow more. Really close to getting rid of float sam here. It might have been a better idea to take out jet sam because of his purge. I can try that next time, but yeah, it's, as you see, it's just about trying to clone the Svens that still have crit abilities. I actually end up putting this on auto because it takes so long for jet sam to kill all the Svens, and pretty much as soon as I lose the evades, he purges everything, which is why I think it's probably better to kill him first next time. But then again, you never know with float sam's charm, could just completely screw you over. So yeah, it's quite fun, and I was gonna say it's a totally free to play team. I don't see it abusing any sort of raid mechanics here really. So I think this will last, and it's definitely full credit to the guys that thought this one up really. So yeah, I'm gonna stop the voiceover here and just speed it up to the end. As you see, it's literally just damage at this point, and it gets a bit ridiculous once he purges them, because they don't do much damage. They start doing like 500 per hit, and it takes forever for the video to sort of end. So I just put it on auto really. Anyway, if you have any questions about this, give me a shout in Discord. As I say, this was my one and only attempt. There's maybe more efficient ways of doing this. You can reach out to Mutaga, sorry if I've got your name wrong, who kind of perfected this. I just did a really good run here really because of all these shadows. And you see here now I'm like completely purged, and it gets a bit ridiculous. So right, anyway, I'm going to end the video, voice over there, and just fast forward to the end. Cool. Thank you for watching.